Hey, pick the closed stadium too, bro. You know it's white, fool. Nigga, you home. You don't get white, you nut. Nigga. Bruh. Even in my college, bruh. When we home, we wear all black. When we away, we wear all white. Man, Dallas don't do shit different. They basic as hell. Come on, man. Come on, bro. So I can dog you. You about to get dogged, nigga. And it's my first time playing with them. Where your money at? I don't know Nathaniel. Didn't Kenny just say he didn't took $4,000 from you? He told us
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Room here to run. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal. There we go. 51. I got it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Coleman. And some room to roam now. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards on the ground.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch the screen. Twenty-one. One set. Check, Mike. 54. Smooth. 54. Now watch one. They had.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense! 26! 25!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
51 the mic, boys. 50.
Third and long for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Prescott to throw it. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go, here we go. Black 80.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Hey, Echo. Let's see what you got. Hey, check right, check right. Hey, Hunt.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco and trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right now. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So on fourth down, here's the Austrian. And look at this, it's a fake. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0.